All right. How yous all doing, Saxophone Geeks? I don't really do this very often, and you're probably all at work or doing whatever you're doing, depending upon where you live in the world. But what I'm going to do is just try some reeds today. Got some gigs coming up this weekend. Got something Thursday with the great Steve Langone. If you're in northern, I don't know, north middle Massachusetts, I'm playing at the Sahara Club with the Steve Langone Septet project. A couple of originals, some of mine, some of his. It's going to be a fun band. We got Bill Jones on tenor, a great local tenor player up here as well. So two tenors, trumpet, trombone, rhythm section. It'll be a lot of fun. Steve Fell on guitar. We have a good time doing that. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's sort of a new project, but we recorded and did some audio and video in the studio, and that's kind of been the genesis of this project, which is pretty cool, pretty neat. And it's always a fun band when the drummer is the leader, gives it a different angle, which is fun. So and then I have my regular Friday night in Cambridge at the Monkfish session. And then Sunday playing at Square Root with Clear Audience, which is my original music group. If you're interested in the music that saxophone guys like us play, I know most of the time on YouTube people are looking for, you know, mouthpiece videos and play testing videos, and it seems like that is most of the traffic to the page. Seems to be interested in that, but if you're interested in the music itself that the artists play, check out their bands and things like that and the albums they have out. And I have a band called Clear Audience, which has a bunch of albums out. We just recorded again. We'll have something out at the end of the summer, we hope. And so that's kind of the thing, So I'm just at one of the places I teach at, and I'm going through some reeds for the weekend. I opened up a box of number 4 Javas, and we're going to play through them. I got them a little checked out. Students are looking to see if they can steal the room, but I'm in here till 3, so we got a few minutes. So I'm just going to put these 5 reeds. I mark them. Just put numbers on them. I flatten them a little bit with a Reed Geek on the back of the reed, but I don't do much other work to them. I don't really find that shaving and filing and all that stuff makes a bad reed into a good reed. Generally, most of the time they have internal problems with the shoots going to the end or whatever have you, right? So we have 5 reeds here to check out, and I'll try and go in order. Should be 31 through 35. So here is 31. That'll probably be backwards for you. And we're just going to play them each for a couple of seconds, really. I'm not going to do a lot. I'm not really going to play the same thing over and over again. I don't really think like that, obviously. So it's not a really accurate comparison, but don't really care. And I apologize for the audio. I'm not sure how well it's going to sound, because I'm just using the computer, the MacBook Pro, the audio that comes out of that thing and the video that comes out of that thing. A little grainy, as you can see. But this is what I have access to today, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. So here's the first of the 5 reeds, and we'll see if we get any good players out of this box. I don't normally open all 5, but like I said, we're in a transitional term as far as weather and all that kind of stuff, and so we'll see how they play. Little stuffy. Did I put it on there right? Yeah, looks okay. Little stuffy. Now, I don't always find that you can tell how a reed's going to play by what it looks like, but if you can see on this one, near the bark, there's like a gray, just like a darker color there. There's some weird material in between the bark and the pulp, which generally speaking, when you see that, they don't play very well. It's also a little uneven from side to side. You can see how much lower it is on one side to the other. Now what you would do is on the high side, which is this side, you would remove some material here to make it play more even, and you can mess with that if that's your thing. I personally don't do that much of that. So let's go to 32. Let's see how this one goes. And of course, one of the many variables is are you putting the reed on the right part of the mouthpiece, lined up correctly with the tip rail, so it's going to play right off the bat, right? Here we go, number 2, or number 32 rather. Okay, not so bad. I do try to wipe them off. And some people put them back in the water. I'm going to do that probably too, just to clean them off fully. When a reed is brand new, what's really important is that you soak it with water first. Don't just put it in your mouth. If you a lot of this stuff, right? But if anyone's watching this video that doesn't know this, when you put a brand new reed, you should put it in water, because a reed is a sponge and it's going to soak up your saliva if the first thing you do is put it in your mouth. Your saliva has enzymes which breaks out down the reed, and it's calcium to support your teeth. That's 2, and that's going to fill up the reed too and also affect its vibration. So let's try this one, marked number 33. This one does not look good. It's got some discoloration from side to side. See that? It's darker on one side than the other. And you can see that on this side of the reed as well, which doesn't bode well for them. However, this could be the best reed in the box. Who the heck knows? I find it to be kind of a mystery sometimes. Well, it's vibrating the piano over there. Don't love it. Don't love it. The other one had a little more vibrance or vibrancy, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Here's number 34. Give this one a shot. This one, I don't know. This one might be okay. It's got a thinner profile at the back, which for me personally, I find, even though it's uneven, you can see how uneven it is. But I find generally that the thinner they are, if they're not too tall at the back, they generally play pretty well. So let's see, there's hope for this one, uneven though it is. At least it's lighter to play. It's not so hard, but it's a little mushy sounding, which, it plays the way it plays. There's no one reason. All right, and the last one. This one, these are all pretty uneven out of this box. Side to side, you can see this one. It's not great either. But the profile of the shaved, the vamp or whatever you call it, isn't terrible. It's got a little bit of that discoloration between the bark and the pulp. We'll see. This could be the worst in the box. It could be okay. So far, this box is not blowing me away. I may be opening another box of these for the week. I do have 3 fairly newer ones going. One of which played pretty good, but I played it a lot so far. And, you know, we might not make it all the way to the Sunday gig. We'll see. Yikes. Is that lined up okay? I could move over a little bit. Maybe that'll be a little better. Pretty resistant. That's a very resistant reed. That's pretty resistant, you know. I mean, it might wake up as it breaks in. It does happen, you know. And then maybe that resistance will come in handy. And this is 25. So this is, I opened these earlier in the week. And is it that? Yeah, 25. This one played okay. I left it on, you know. You got to leave something on the mouthpiece. Keep the ligature from bouncing around. Do you guys leave your reeds on the mouthpieces or you take them off? I clean it all, but I leave it on. If I have a good relationship with a reed, if a reed plays good, I want it to have a good relationship with the mouthpiece, the table, the facing curve. So I clean everything before I put it all away, dry everything, but I leave a good reed on here. It's why have it be used to the case, the shape of the case. It should be used to the shape of your mouthpiece so that it plays good. I don't know. Anyway, here's that other reed. So there you go, Saxophone Geek. That's part of the process. Finding reeds, you know. Like I said, I don't do a lot of work to them. I find that personally to not be worth the time. And it makes it hard to just throw a reed on the horn when you're at a gig. You know, if you have to do all this work to it, then you could be in trouble, you know, time-wise and process-wise. So I keep it fairly simple with the reeds. And that's kind of the deal. So AV Jazzman on Instagram if you're into that, and what do you call it? Saxophone Geek. Thanks for watching. I don't do a lot of these. Maybe I'll do more if you like it. Let me know your thoughts on whether it's worth doing, you know, that kind of thing. Doing more of these kind of, you know, playing some reeds or whatever. I don't do a lot of play tests. I don't buy a lot of gear. I'm not a gear guy, really. I mean, I am a gear guy, but I don't buy a lot. And I like to find vintage pieces at a decent price and have them worked on. I just got a soprano piece to kind of match the other sopranos piece. So I do plan to go see Adam Nywood over the summer with a few things. Maybe he'd be into doing a video like that, and maybe a little interview about mouthpieces. I'll talk to him, see what he says. Let me know what kind of content you would want to see. And again, if you're into the music itself, check out my band Clear Audience. You'll find us on Bandcamp and this and that. We have a Facebook fan page for the band, and we put out some good recordings. We hope you'll check it out. I mean, why not? It's, you know, that's, I think for me, that's what it's all about. What are the players doing artistically that all this work goes towards producing, right? All this saxophone related stuff It's cool, but it's really for me about playing. And getting to do that. And I'm very lucky to be able to play with some really great players here locally, and to continue to learn from them and become as good a player as I can be. And that's what I want to do with my life. So found a couple of reeds. Maybe they'll be all right. We'll see as they break in and we get through the weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Andy Volker out of Boston, Saxophone Geek. And you all have a good day. Play some great saxophone. Hope your reeds run right, as Ted Casher used to say. And we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching.